look at Charlotte. I think we're broadcasting. Let's give people a minute to get on, and then we're going to talk. How are you doing, Charlotte?
Good.
Oh, good, 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 good. We are almost ready. Let's have people go on, and then I'll welcome people. I'll introduce you. We can shake off our nerves still if we have to. And I cannot wait for people to see your invention and hear about it today. So hello, everyone, and thank you for joining another Friday Kid Inventor celebration. Hoping you are safe and healthy in your homes. I am Christine Lawler-King from the Invention Convention Worldwide Program, and I am joined by Charlotte Hober, a wonderful third grader from Idaho. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
Hello there. And Charlotte is joined by her parents, Carissa and Brian. Thank you, parents in the background, for your support today with our episode. And we'll be seeing her family later on. They have a special little thing for us. So if you are joining us live on our Zoom webinar and you have any questions or words of encouragement, you can write those in the Q&A section. If you are watching us on Facebook Live, you can leave a comment and we're going to do our best to answer questions throughout the segment. So, Charlotte, I am so excited for people to learn a little bit about your invention because I'm super impressed by the fact that you invented something to help your peers. I think as adults, we often forget that kids have problems too, and they need to talk about them. And well, you've given kids a platform to do that. So can you tell us a little bit about your invention?
Yes. So this is my board game, Emotional Emojis. The goal of the game is to help teach kids about emotions at a young age so they can learn how to handle their emotions and be able to solve difficult problems in life. So to start the game, you hand out 5 to 10 tokens depending on how long you want the game to be. The first person rolls, and if you land on this space here, then you grab a card from this pile. When you get this, you complete the task on the back. For instance, show an act of kindness of your choice.
Oh, I love that.
And then you put a token in the bucket.
So can I ask you for that heart one, what would be a suggestion of an act of kindness for someone?
A hug. My sisters don't know how to tie their shoes, so like helping someone tie their shoe.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. So I land on a heart, I take a heart card, I do what it asks, and then I put one of my tokens in a bucket?
Yes.
Okay. Then what happens?
And then the next person goes. If you land on this space, you pick a card from this pile. You pick an emoji card from the emoji pile. Cool. So with these cards, you tell what emotion the emoji is feeling, and then you tell a time that you felt that way. For instance, this one looks happy, and I felt happy when I finished my game.
I believe that. It's a lot of hard work.
And then you put a token in the bucket. If you land on this space, then you pick a question mark card. What you do with these is you tell what emotion the person is feeling, and then, you tell what emotion the person is feeling, and then you make up a story about why they might feel that way. For instance, this guy looks pretty mad, and a reason he might be mad is his dog just ate his newspaper.
I'd be mad about that too. Now, can I ask you a question? Who is that gentleman on that card?
That is my grandfather.
Oh my, do you have your family on other cards?
Yes, I do. So I have this grandfather, I have this grandfather.
Oh, he looks like he's fun.
I have my grandmother.
Oh, she is angry at something.
And then I have my other grandmother.
Oh, I love that. Were they happy to pose for you for your invention?
Yes.
Oh, those are great.
I also have one more Oh yeah, this is my aunt.
Oh, is she surprised?
She's scared.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is awesome. So kids would, when they're playing this game, if they landed on that space, they would see one of those cards with a real person having some type of reaction or emotion. And then they would not only guess what emotion that is, but then also kind of put a story around it.
hmm
Oh, that is so cool. Okay, what's next?
If you land on this space, you it's just a free space. So you just do nothing, and then it's the next person's turn. If you land on this space, then you pick a card from this pile. What you do with these is you read the card out loud, and then you tell what emotion you think the person is feeling. If you guessed scared, sad, or mad, then you tell how you would comfort that person. If you say happy, then you just put a token in the bucket and move on.
Can you read that one to me so I can try to guess? What does that say?
Christopher was playing with his friend when a bully stole their skateboards.
Oh, goodness. So now I have to kind of guess what Christopher would be feeling.
Mhm.
I think he would be a lot of things. I think he would be mad that someone did that to him, but I also think he would be scared if it's like the school bully. Sometimes it's hard to stand up to that person. So let's see, how would I help him? I would talk to him, and I would also encourage him to tell an adult and ask an adult for help. Is that good? Do I put a token in the bucket? Awesome. Okay. What else? These are great.
So, when the first person runs out of tokens, you pick one of these. So, you pick a toolbox card. So, each of these have a mindfulness skill on the back. For instance, calm me down quick. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, then breathe out for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 times.
Wow. So after I get all of my cards or my tokens into the bucket, then I pick that toolbox and then I practice mindfulness when I have that card.
The whole group practices it.
Oh, the whole group does. Oh, that's even better. That's great. How did you come up with that? The breathing. I love the breathing part.
I read a book by Christopher Willard, and it's called Growing Up Mindful, and I found a bunch of different mindfulness skills. This one was one of them. Originally, it was called the 4 square breath, but I didn't like that, so I changed it to calm me down quick.
I love it. Was that a book written for kids?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So did you use other things from that book to help guide your game?
Not really. I just took their mind.
The breathing part?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I have a toolkit card. We've all done this together. And then does the game keep going on? Can other people play?
If you want it to keep going on, if you have a littler sibling, like I have a little sister, she gets really upset when she's not the first to finish, even though it's not supposed to be a competitive game, it's supposed to be fun. She gets really upset. So you can always just keep going until everyone runs out of tokens before you end the game.
Oh, that's great. And still, if I'm the kid playing this, and even though I don't have my tokens, just listening to everyone else playing, I can still get some really good skills out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Could you share another story card with us? Those are so great. Or scenario, was it scenario or story? I forget.
Story.
Story.
So, here's another example. Anthony was in an airplane when the air pressure changed, and suddenly the oxygen masks dropped out of the ceiling.
Oh my God. Anthony would be so scared, so nervous, so terrified, and all you can do is comfort him and say, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Right? I mean, maybe you could also say, I think this happens a lot. It's okay. How did you come up with these stories?
I just kind of made them up, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's amazing that you're already thinking about that and you're in tune to scenarios and connecting scenarios with emotions. That's pretty impressive. How many people can play this game together?
4 people, and if the people who are playing don't know how to read yet, you can have an adult reader to help read the
Yeah.
the card.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. No, thank you. I appreciate that, because one of my questions was, if I'm a little kid, how would I even know how to play this game? But I think you bring up a good point that you might need an adult, and that's good, because you want kids and adults connecting and adults hearing some of the issues that kids could have. Now, I don't know, this seems like maybe a crazy question, but can you test a board game? Have you tested your invention? Has anyone used it?
I have tested it. So I tested it on parents, uncle, and siblings. The first game board was this one, but my 4-year-old sister complained that it was way too long. So I changed it to this one. This time I made it a loop, but that was still a little bit too long. So I ended up changing it to this one because of all the feedback I got.
Wow.
I changed the cards, the board. I changed a lot.
Oh my goodness. So you had people use it, and then they gave you some feedback. Did you have any adults help you with it and give you some feedback on the board game?
Yeah, for the first game that I had my relatives play, my dad, uncle, and then 2 little sisters played it. So I had a lot of feedback from.
Yeah, so people were telling you that this works and this works, and
This doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what you really need to hear. What doesn't work, so that you can so that you can change it. And how did you? We have some questions from the audience. People are listening and watching. How did you even come up with this idea? What sparked this?
I came home wanting to make a simple emoji game, and my mom says, "How is that supposed to help people?" I didn't know at all. So she said, "Well, what do emojis stand for?" And it's like emotions. She's like, "Right, how can you incorporate that?" And so I started like brainstorming, making the scenarios, designing my emotions. Designing my emojis.
That's Yeah, no, that's real. That's so good. You had an idea, you wanted to do a game, and then kind of the inspiration for that game, which is so important, came after that. I think that's awesome. Um, how long we have a question from the audience. How long did it take you to make the game? Seems like a while.
I started in October and I finished it around the start of December.
Okay. Okay. And is it difficult sticking with the invention when sometimes you might face some challenges?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever want to give up?
Yes.
And then, but how did you stay? You've done such a wonderful job. How did you stay with it?
I thought of the outcome and how nice it's gonna feel when I'm finally finished. I have a game board that you can actually like play.
Yeah. No, I think everyone needs to hear that sometimes you need to just keep in the back of your mind the outcome and the end and how good that's going to feel, even though it seems kind of crazy and in a long process when you're making it. What kind of challenges did you face with this?
I wanted to give up. I didn't want to take in other people's suggestions, and I didn't want to change my game at all. I thought it was perfect. I didn't like it, but honestly, this is not good.
Sometimes it takes that outside person to help you see, I think I can do better. So a lot of our audience, my phone is blowing up even from my friends and family. They want to see more emojis. They want to hear more of the stories. They want to see your family reaction cards again. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, this game has to be made into something. So can you show us another emoji card and talk to us about it?
Yes. It's happy again.
Good. We're in a happy mood, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, is he worried?
No.
Is he angry?
No.
Is he frustrated?
No.
What is he?
He's sad.
Oh, he's sad.
He's crying.
I'm so sorry that he's sad. Did any of these, whether it's the emojis or the stories, have you felt any of these before? Have you been in any of these situations? And that's like how they kind of came about?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a great way to show kids you're not alone in some of the do you have a worried emoji or
No, not yet, but I am working on an expansion pack
oh,
to add in worried and surprised. I finished my scenarios and my designs. Now all that's left is to make the cards and laminate them, and then it will be ready.
oh wow. Okay, so this was like you were done with your game, like any kind of school project, yet you're still working on it.
Yes.
You're still continuing. That's pretty cool because a lot of schoolwork that I see, it kind of has this end point. And then, you put it in your basement or your attic and you keep it forever, or you toss it right out. And it seems like with Invention, you kept going with it. Why is that?
Because some people like me, these are just two basic emotions, and like it's I had to cut out irritated and frustrated because they were too hard to tell apart.
Okay, that's a good
But
point.
actually, people could have used that as like a challenge.
Mm. Oh
So
yeah, maybe there is a challenge. Draw an emoji that differentiates between the two of them. That could be something to work on. That's awesome. What's your favorite emoji?
my favorite one would be this one, the happy.
Good. That is a good one. And how about another one of your story cards? Do you have another one that you could read?
Come on. Okay. So, Daryl woke up and didn't want to go to school. Then his sister came in to let him know it was a snow day. Daryl jumped up and ran downstairs to put on his snow clothes.
Oh, super excited, I bet. Super excited, and I'll meet him out in the snow. That's how I would handle that one. That's a really cool one. I like how you have both really happy stories and then ones that could make people mad or sad. I think that's important that you talk about even happy things, not just make it, such a sad game. If you could, would you like want a toy company to make this and sell this?
Yes.
Yeah, like I feel like, you know what I see? I feel like teachers and school counselors could use this with kids, groups of kids in their schools. Do you think about that? Do you think that would be a good idea for them?
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me the thing about your game is kids have stuff to say. And do you remember what you told me?
It's harder to just someone ask you out of the blue, how are you feeling about things? It's easier to do it when you're playing a game.
I really, really love that. I think your point is right on that if I'm playing a game with children, they're much more likely to share things than when I just say, how are you doing today? Every kid goes, I'm fine. Or is anything wrong today? Nothing. So I think you are really onto something. Let me ask you, I have so many questions here that, what did you learn throughout this process?
Um, I learned how to use a laminator, how to make an outline. I learned never give up and be willing to take in other people's suggestions.
I love that. That is a really um, interesting things for kids. Remember, people, she's only in third grade. That's a really important skill that I don't think we teach our kids. And it's hard to want, to take in other people's feedback when you're so proud of your invention and you're like, my game's perfect. So I really applaud you for listening to others' feedback, because this is definitely the best version. I remember you showing me, how did you make the board?
This one.
Yeah.
This one I took a Monopoly Junior board and I covered it with paper and tape.
That's awesome. So you found something around your house
Yeah.
and was able to use it in your own invention. And what advice do you have for other young inventors who are, at their school before this, and the teacher says, okay, we're going to do invention convention. What would you say to all those inventors out there?
Try your best, never give up, and have fun.
That is so cool. I think everyone needs to hear that, right? Now you had gone into kind of a notebook to show us pictures. Um, can you tell us just a little bit about how was it keeping a notebook throughout all of this?
It was challenging.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Like writing down everything that I did.
Yeah, does that take a while?
Yes, it takes a while.
Yeah. Do you like to write? Right. Well, we like the honesty. It's okay. But even though you might not like to write, you still kept that notebook because you know how important it is. Um, so Charlotte, I have a question about, we're all kind of faced with right now. We're at home, and for kids, they're online schooling, or maybe they're just sitting around. What could kids do right now to be able to solve problems or invent or build in their own home?
um,
What would you do if I asked you to solve a problem right now in your own home? What would you do?
I would take some of the problems like the toilet paper shortage and, like,
Perfect.
you could do something for Jules Verne like the toilet paper generator.
That is amazing.
Toilet paper comes out.
Can you please start on that right away? Because this is a real crisis, Charlotte. I think you are really on to something, dear. That's awesome. So just look at real problems that are happening right now and figure out ways to solve them. Even if it's in your brain, at some point it could really become a reality, right? Awesome. And what materials could kids find in their homes? Like you did your Monopoly board that might be able to help them.
Anything works. Since you're probably ordering a lot of Amazon stuff from Amazon since you don't want to go to the store. You could use cardboard if you have an adult that's willing to help you and you have scrap wood. You could do that. You can pretty much use anything.
I like that. That's a really good answer. I think every week, we ask our young inventors that question, and kids have written in that, oh, I found this, just like you said, and I found this. So I think those were great suggestions. Let me see. We've got more questions, Charlotte. Let's see. A lot of people want you to sell this to a toy company, a toy and game company, so that this can be made into a real thing. Did I ask you already, did anyone help you make this? Because I know you're one inventor, but how did you collaborate with others? How did you use other people to help you in this?
Um, other people gave me feedback. Um, oh yeah, when I was doing my pitch for state, I had 3 teachers who listened to it. Well, 4 actually. I had my teacher, my teacher, Mrs. Lumberg, my second grade teacher, Mrs. Brown, my ALP teacher, Miss O'Brien, and my principal, Mrs. Peak.
Oh my, we have to say hi to your teachers for sure. Yes, have to say hi and a big thank you to them. And how did that feel when you were speaking to them? How does that make you feel when they were willing and able to help you, like listen to your pitch and then give you some feedback?
I was pretty excited that they were able to.
Yeah. But were you nervous too?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
I've been giving it to my parents over and over and over and over and over and over again.
That's good. That's good advice too, because at any age, people get nervous to have to make a presentation. So the more you practice and the more you talk to people, the more advice you're going to get, and it calms your nerves. Practice does help you with your presentation. And speaking of presentations, did you just present at the Idaho Invention Convention?
Yes.
How was that?
Scary, but I don't really remember it very well. I was sick that day when I was there because I had a stomach bug.
Yeah. Oh, and you still went.
Mm-hmm.
And you did your pitch. And did you win any awards?
Yes. I won a plaque for best in category.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. Oh, best category games?
Games and gadgets.
Games and gadgets. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. And how did you think that Invention Convention helped you? Or how do you feel like invention and inventing helps our kids?
It exposes you to try new things, and it helps you work harder.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That is perfect. And now you're eligible for the US Nationals. Did I hear that? You've been invited?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So that's some more work, right? To get to that platform and have to film a video and everything. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I wish you luck in that because I think you have an amazing idea. I think you have the presentation skills down now. And then can you show us just one more time each of the cards that you have, just one example of each of the cards?
Okay, so another example for the heart card would be give someone a hug.
Oh, I love that. Awesome. That's my favorite emoji. I use that one a lot.
All right, and another emoji would be this one. He's scared.
Oh, he just watched a horror movie. I love that one.
Supposed to be scared.
He's scared. Oh, I thought he was having fun. Oh, maybe he watched a horror movie too then. Oh my goodness, love it.
Another example of a story would be Alexandra had a wonderful birthday at Flip Factory. All of her friends were there and she got all the presents she wanted.
Well, that's an amazing day for her. She is very happy. And as a friend, you just want to celebrate her and say, thank you for inviting me. And I'm so glad that you got everything that you want. So Charlotte, we have a little bit of a challenge for other kids who are out there. And since you are a young inventor helping other kids, I'm wondering if there are other kids like you that have ideas to help their peers, other kids. So I'm going to ask people out there, if you are a kid and you are noticing problems that kids have and you want to solve them, maybe you have an idea on how to solve them. If you go on social media and write the problem out that you notice kids have, and then you can include a picture of yourself or a picture that represents the problem. If you hashtag We Are Innovation Nation, we love to recognize kids who are solving problems for other kids, just like Charlotte did. Do you think that's a good idea, Charlotte? You think we should gather more and hear more problems from kids? Yeah, awesome. I think that you really started that for us. So we appreciate that. So before we go, I think I heard that you wrote a jingle for your game.
Yes, I did.
And I hear that you have particular family members who like to help you perform that.
Yeah.
All right, welcome, family. Hello. Oh my goodness, hello everyone. Okay, first, how about we introduce everyone?
This is my 4-year-old sister, Alice. This is my 6-year-old sister, Haley. And this is my 10-year-old brother, Damien.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys take it away.
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You're happy, you're mad, you're scared, you're sad. Emotional emojis.
Oh my goodness. That was awesome.
No.
Oh my goodness, Charlotte, your family is great. How long did it take you to come up with that and then to practice with the family?
Not very long.
Not very long? Oh, good. I thought it was catchy. I was dancing with you guys. So Charlotte and family, thank you so much for being with us. Charlotte, I've learned so much from you about your invention, and I think you're doing a wonderful job. So thank you for coming on and spending time with us. And to everyone else out there watching, thank you. Thank you especially to our teachers. You're meeting with students online. Districts are sending food and laptops to kids in need. The teacher parades. It is truly remarkable work. So please join us next Friday as we highlight another kid inventor. And if in the meantime you are looking for resources to help with your kids, whether they're students or your own family, you can go to the Henry Ford Museum's website and find free resources to be able to use, plus some merchandise. We are Innovation Nation merchandise. So Charlotte, before we go, is there anyone you want to say hi to or thank, or any friends, any family? Any teachers? How about your school? Do you want to say hi to your school?
Okay.
So what is your school, Charlotte? What's the name of your school?
Skyway.
Skyway. We'll give a nice wave to Skyway. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Charlotte. And we just wish you continued success with your board game and with U.S. Nationals. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
Oh, we will be looking out to see how that goes for you. And thank you, family. And thank you for singing the jingle.
Thank you.
Awesome. Looking forward to connecting with everyone again next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye.